Wonderful.
Good morning! Good morning! Hello, everyone.
Hey, bud.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Whoever you are, welcome to the show.
Hi guys, what's up?
Hello, everyone. It's Tuesday. Hello. Hi, Daniel. Hi, Dallas. Hello. Subtitles are working. Is the stream live? The stream is live, and publicly this time. We do not talk about the time that I went live on a private stream. We don't talk about that, okay? It was all part of my master plan.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming together.
Yeah, hello everyone. Man, I'm gonna have to check out the girl horse racing game, huh? I'm gonna have to test it out, huh? See what it's about. Apparently everyone is pugging out about that game, so I guess I'm gonna have to check it out. How y'all doing today? I have had a rather stressful weekend. And I know what you're thinking, Maxi. You had a 3-day weekend, Maxi? There was, of course, on Friday. It was Yanto's birthday, a federal holiday, because this nation was founded 11 years ago when my cat was born.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Dallas is referring to Uma Musume as the Balatro of Moe game. It can't possibly be that good. It cannot possibly be that good. I'm gonna just go on a limb and say that it cannot possibly be as good as Balatro. I'm perfectly okay with being wrong, with being proven wrong. Okay, you know what? Fine. Is it free to download? Let me check. Uma Musume Steam. Alright, Uma Musume Pariti Dabi. It is free to play. Okay. There's another Uma Musume game? Party Dash? What is this? This is from last year? Is this a party game? What is this? This description does not make an awful lot of sense. Mixed reviews. Anyways, it's free on mobile too. I guess I could play it on mobile. I don't know if that's better and or worse. I'll think about it. Anyways, let me double check that everything is good on the Discord, yeah, and then we'll jump in. The stream is up. Perfect. So, welcome to the pre-show, by the way, if you're unfamiliar with the show. Hello, this is the 5 minutes before we actually go live, where we go live, but not really. I am excited for a nice, relaxing day of getting work done. As I mentioned, I had a bit of a stressful weekend. Lots of stuff going on. I also looked after my nephew again. And the thing no one ever tells you about children is that they are, they require constant attention. I'm like, kid, can't you just play Pokemon like I did when I was a kid? I have a lot of Pokemon anecdotes from my nephew playing Pokemon. I was once again reminded that this game is in fact for children. But other than that, you know, it's just, you think it's a 3-day weekend, you think you're gonna have time to rest, and I did not have any time to rest. But that's okay, the week moves on. I had a breakthrough yesterday on Sadamon. I'm cashing in my wins, okay? That's all I'm saying. I'm cashing in my wins. That's the plan. Dallas says, I watched over multiple people's Game Boy and was cursed with the fact that I could read when I was 8. That's incredible. again, you would, and it's funny because I feel like for the original Pokemon games, I don't know if reading really gets you that far. For the new games, 100%. Just reading the instructions will get you there. In the older games, how are you supposed to go to get the HM for Flash? Like, straight up, how are you supposed to know that? You're just expected to just check every corner, I guess. And with that, let's dive right in at the count of 3, 2, 1. Boop. Hello everyone, it's me, Maxi, your navigator in this silly, hilarious little world we call the interwebs. It's Cade. Hi, Cade. Hello, how you doing, friendo? Hello, hello. That is true. You also have to buy a fresh water. It's true. Original Pokemon really felt like an old school JRPG, because you can just give a girl a soda and she gives you one of the greatest TMs of all time, Ice Beam. Yo, hell yeah, Cade! Oh, great. The captions are not working. I wake up. Oh, wait, hold up. The captions woke up. I don't think the captions are woken up. The captions are having a bad time. Ooh, it's like several minutes behind. That's incredible. Cade cleared up their commissions. Hell yeah. Good morning, captions. Good morning. By the way, I'm still sleepy. That's why I'm still in the bed. I'm sleepy. Please respect that I'm sleepy today. I'm sleepy. Please let me know if the music feels a little loud to me. But it's at the same volume I always put it. It's at the same volume I always put it, so I don't know what's going on. Kate says music sounds good to me. You know what else sounds good to me? Giving you the damn introductions. Hello, I'm reaching out of my What happens if I never do the poses when I'm in this position, because like I'm kind of under the covers. Hello there, the name is Maxi, my pronouns are they, them. I am your navigator here in the world of being a creative little guy, GN. This is my stream, and today we're going to be creative, as you can tell from the title of this stream, and of course the thumbnail. We're going to be working on my upcoming tabletop role-playing game about collecting little guys, creating little guys, and having them fight Sadamon. We'll be making more art for that game. I have a lot of stuff that needs to happen, but that's okay. We're gonna take it one day at a time. The new Bapple design is so good. Oh my god, I'm so happy to hear that. Oh my god, I am like so not... I am so uncertain with my designs. Hearing Kate say that he likes them means the world to me. Thank you, Kate. Also, hi Erasmo, welcome in.
Welcome back.
How you doing today? But yeah, there's Bapple, by the way. I'm not sure about the colors. Don't ask me to confirm the colors. I'm not sure. If you zoom in, you can tell that the flash effect I used, I moved it after I said it, so there's literally a harsh line right there from where it went out of bounds. Anyways, how am I doing today? I'm doing all right. Also, hi Prism, how you doing?
Welcome back.
Welcome in. As always, we begin the stream by telling you the schedule for the week. It's my Monday, also known as your Tuesday, also known as my Tuesday as well, but kinda not. Today's stream is actually very much straightforward, fellas. If you watched streams last week, get ready. It's gonna be a little bit more of the same. Art today, art 2 days from now, tomorrow, Chrono Trigger with Nomiya Vikshi on their channel. That's it. Maxi, what about a Sunday stream, Maxi? Unfortunately, a plan came out. So a plan has emerged, and I've been invited to play board games, and I'm very sorry, but I gotta go. I gotta go play board games. Hell yeah, Prism, good to hear. Prism says, I'm doing great, working hard on my own stuff while I have the motivation. It also doesn't help, by the way, that the 13th is also a friend's birthday. So I'm like, well, like, I'm gonna be at their birthday. Like, I'm not gonna, like, I like streaming and very much enjoy streaming, but like, if a real life friend, and I don't mean real life as in differentiating from internet and real life, I mean someone who physically lives within, you know, walking distance of my plane of existence, has a birthday, I'm gonna go to their birthday. I'm gonna go to their birthday, and they're like, I wanna play board games, and I'm like, do I ever wanna play board games? So that's the plan. I don't know if I'm gonna bring anything. I got some like classic go-to monikers. Great little party board game. Long Shot, great board game. If you like horse racing, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Slash is also good. Slash is like a game where you have fictional characters and you pit them against each other, but instead of a battle, you see which one would make the best ship. Much like Slash. Get it. What else would I bring? Kitty wants to show them Everdell, the greatest board game of all time. That is not Fort. So we'll see. Considering how most board games are they're either we play 3 to 1,000 people, or they're like we play 3 to 4 people. And let me tell you, there's gonna be more than 3 to 4 people, so I'll probably just MC. There was a live panel of that at a con I went to. It was hilarious, actually. It's a good game. It's a good icebreaker. And I know this sounds like a little bit like, I guess like lame, but like Kitty and I have an ancient copy of Family Feud. It was like one of like the earliest Steve Harvey like versions, and like I break out that copy of Family Feud to break the ice, especially if there's groups of people that I've never hung out with. I feel like, you know, Family Feud is a great game to play, especially when you reformat it. Instead of it being around like, what do you think is the most common answer, you play it instead as in the mind format of shit white people say, you know. So instead of like, you know, like the question is things you would never say to your daughter that you could say to your son. And it's not like, well, what would I say to my son? No. The way to play Family Feud, especially Family Feud from like 2012, is to ask yourself, what would a white man say to his son that he wouldn't say to his daughter, okay? Or whatever I formatted earlier. And that's the way to win Family Feud. It needs to be updated each year. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. I feel like it gets nonsensical enough. Maxi discovers theory of mind and systemic racism at the same time. There you go. See, there you go. Nonetheless, it's a nice little icebreaker. What's another little icebreaker that I would like to bring up? I mean, Monikers is really good. But I feel like if some people are not okay with like improving a little bit, perhaps it may be a little bit harder. The rest of my nice openers are escaping me at the moment. But I feel like the key to a board game that is nice for you know what? For a good time, for a good party, perhaps board games that don't have elimination, board games that require everyone to make it all the way to the end, so everybody gets to enjoy the whole experience. Want to know a good icebreaker? Hi, Ronnie. How you doing?
Hey, bud.
An ice pick? No way. Wait, hold on. Could you imagine? Someone must have done that. I also feel like the card game that Nomi introduced us to, Flip 7, might be a good icebreaker as well. Because it's my favorite kind of board game / card game. It's a game about pushing your luck and hating the consequences of your own actions. Or I guess witnessing, feeling, being at the behest of the consequences of your own actions. Also, yeah, Pseudo, yeah, I have Pseudo. In fact, Pseudo is such a nice icebreaker that I have permanently left it at my parents' place. Pseudo is good. Pseudo is good, except that a couple of times I've had quotation fingers board gamers complain that there isn't enough strategy. I remember one guy got so fed up that instead of like taking a second to take a deep breath and realize that he was in fact at a party with people that he has chosen to spend time with, and that, you know, life ain't that serious, brother, you know, pull your pants up, it's not that serious. Instead, he decided that he was gonna shuffle his tiles randomly and angrily play a random tile every turn. And I'm just kind of like, this is why no one ever invites you, James. Was the person's name James? No, I actually don't remember his name. Everything else about his identity and his life has been erased from my memory except for this one moment. Of course it was James. You know, freaking James. Every single time. First and last time I hang out with James. There isn't enough strategy. So instead of like playing the game, I'm gonna play the game by my own terms now. I'm gonna make the game about myself. And I'm like, there's 8 other people at this table trying to have fun. You know what's a good game that you should never ever play with anyone? Munchkin. I love Munchkin. I probably have like 6 different versions of Munchkin that I've combined before to make the Monster Munchkin. That boy is in storage because no one will play it with me ever again. No one will play Munchkin with me ever again. No, not ever since. Not ever since the war. But you know, it's fine. It's fine. You know, Maxi, what's wrong with Munchkin, Maxi? There's nothing wrong with munching. The problem is that I'm too good of a thief. And it's a zero-sum game that goes on for 8+ hours, and people are not ready for that kind of commitment.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Anyways, you have munched your last kin? Dude, I munched my last kin, Oh, brother. It must have been... When was the last time I played Munchkin? The last time I played Munchkin, and I played so good that literally someone in the friend group may or may not have threatened me with violence. I believe... God, it might have been like 8 years ago. That's a long time ago. Ever since the Avatar The Last Bender TM Munchkin Nation invaded, thank you. That's actually really good, Dallas. You know what? Is Munchkin where you eat so many Dunkin' Munchkins? That's the one. I forget, somebody gifted me, somebody got a hold of a bunch of Munchkin journals, like literally like pocket books with the covers for Munchkin games. And the thing you should know about Munchkin is that it's a dungeon crawling game with a stupid amount of cards. I mean an absurd amount of cards. I mean a ridiculous amount of cards. That bundle of 3 notebooks came with an additional card, and I have it here at my desk. It is share your character's backstory. If you have a Munchkin journal with you at the table, you go up 2 levels when you play this card. This is useless. This is actual garbage, okay? I appreciate that they're like, every card must matter. Every card should do something. But I'm not bringing... This isn't MetaZoo, okay? I'm not bringing my Munchkin journal to the Munchkin Invitationals in the hopes that I draw this card and I go up 2 out of the 10 levels I need to win the game. Yeah, also, Kate says that someone gifted them Munchkin. Also, Munchkin needs to be a 3-player plus game. It's a zero-sum game, which means that there is no reason to ever collaborate with anyone. Ooh, I gotta look into that, Dallas. Anyways, how y'all doing? It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Do I have anything else to update? I don't think so. I mean, I gotta tell you that there's a dinosaur attacking our boys. Take that, you dinosaur. I'm sorry. I'm giving you the voice stem without the context, without the sound effect, I will add them to the soundboard later. I've been too busy working on my upcoming tabletop role-playing game, Sadamon. So, do I feel confident? I mean, we can talk about, like, game design while I'm drawing, I feel. Like, if you have questions about the game. I know that I haven't really gone over the mechanics. And it's in part because there were some building blocks that still needed to be built and blocked. But now we're finally... Now, I am confident in telling you that we're literally at the end of the road, by which I mean that all that there's left to do is just to make things. Which is good. This is my favorite part of the process. And the hardest one to get to. Quite literally. What do you mean you're not charging? There's a power cable attached to you. Alright, let me set up the iPad though, by the way. Oh, and I do want to say, do I have it on here? Where's Kate? By the way, Kate's top surgery is in a month. Please consider, if you're able, to donate a little bit towards my friend's surgery fund. He and I would very much appreciate it. Consider doing that. Thank you. Aw, brother, I love you. I love you. You're the coolest guy in the world. I love you. I'm gonna make a copy of this. No worries, Cade. Enjoy your lurk. Alright, so I have some news that need to be shared. And yes, I'm setting up the capture screen, I promise you. Let me hit you with the thumbnail slideshow so you have something to look at while I get that. I may or may not have spent the entire morning making the goddamn color palette for this game. The official Sadamon color palette. We're gonna see if it actually sticks. I want everyone to just be aware that it may or may not stick, okay? Export a copy, please, Mr. Dropbox. Oh, Mr. Dropbox. Export this image. Yes, I know I'm almost out of storage on Dropbox. It's fine. I have not cleaned my Dropbox. I have not cleaned my desktop, my downloads folder, since DSM. And it's been a hot minute since DSM. I can't wait to release the beta so I can spend like a week just doing maintenance. Alright, let's now mirror this screen. Let's see, will it work? Will it blend? Come on. There we go. Magnifique. And I'm gonna move the timer over this away. Reset the timer, please. Perfect. And there we go. 3, 2, 1. Boop. There we go. Hello. Welcome to my iPad. Welcome to the inside of my mind. I present to you the Sadamon color palette table. That's right. I couldn't just be like, if you're this Sadamon, you're this color. Let me actually just really quickly, just so that we can like see this in full. So, I wanted to use semi web safe colors, but also I wanted unique color identities so that people who are making their own art can also just be like, okay, it's a color kind of like this, okay? These are actual colors that are named. I found them all through Wikipedia's freaking color library. These are all real colors with real ass names. And let's go over through my choices, okay? Beginning with the weirdest one. Maxi. Interesting. So I wanted each element in Sadamon to have its own identity. And it isn't any more obvious than with Chem. The colors in Chem, it relies a lot on reds, yellows, toxic green and toxic pink, and a bit of a smoky, poisonous violet. These are effectively colors around the topic of danger, around the topic of things that are radioactive, harmful, dangerous things. That's the whole aesthetic for Chem. Chemical Satamon are a Satamon that cause chemical reactions wherever they go. They may also rely on, they could generate energy through dangerous chemical reactions like combustion, etc., 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 oxidation, etc., etc., etc. Hence why their primary color, of course, is red, followed by some, oranges, reddish orange. I feel like a radioactive lime is like required for chemical. And of course, a hot pink and a poisonous, poison type Pokemon style purple. After that is Bolt. Bolt is all about the power of nature, the elements. Hence why I wanted to capture not only the golden colors of the sun, but also all the have you ever seen the colors of the sky? A nice ivory, a bit of an off-white, very much needed for a table full of saturated colors like this. A nice stormy gray, clear blue, but also an electric blue to kind of carry around the theme that there is in fact electrical energies happening inside of the Bolt archetype. I struggled a little bit with Bio. Bio is bioreactive. It represents the natural side of the world of Satamon. In the world of Satamon, nature is actually pretty effed up. It's pretty bad. Nature is constantly trying to reclaim civilization, constantly. You know the way that like bamboo can grow like 29 inches in one day? Okay, yeah, but every single plant works like that. To me, the big change for Bio was adding the wood brown color. I feel like that really added that added a little bit there. Dailies says that a deep, very green greens might be underrepresented. Perhaps. I mean, like, evergreen is like right there for the deepest green. I wanted jungle green to represent a little bit more of like the bluish kind of like shrubberies and leafage, and fern is the perfect green. It is the core, and two lighter greenish colors. I do feel that like when it comes to Bio Satamon, they're probably gonna have to rely on rolling on additional tables to really bring the blooms and the colors in. Next up is Aqua, which as you have no doubt imagined, it is mostly blues. It is mostly blues, cool, and a couple of warm tones. I assure you, by the way, I don't know how it looks like on your screen. Cyan and snow are not the same color. I assure you, I don't know how it looks in your monitor. Cyan is very light. In the preliminary version of the sheet, everything was very saturated and loud, and I felt that it needed a little bit of lighter colors. And going back to the theming, of course, Aqua is all about the different states of liquid matter. Whether it's, of course, the deep blues of the sea, the bright deepest sky blue, a frosty icy blue, and of course the cyans that you might see in smoke or fog, and of course the whites of snow. It is actually a slightly pinkish color, by the way, for snow, and salmon pink is there because I wanted each color to have a little bit of like a weirdo one in there. And salmon pink is not only a great joke about, the color that salmon are, but also it serves as a stand-in for coral, which is very much fitting for aquatic creatures, and that's where I ended up there. Thank you, Dallas, by the way, telling me that the colors would appear pretty well. Meta is home to all the mysterious energies for which we have no answers. I wanted it to be all weirdo colors that hardly ever appear in nature. That's why neon blue appears here as opposed to in Aqua. We have, a muted brown, a muted purple, a bright purple, a cool purple, pastel pink lives here as well as periwinkle. And of course, dust is all about mineral matter, hence why it has what I have to say the easiest color scheme of them all. Browns, grays, sand colors, gray. It's just indigo, that's why it's the best color. It might just be indigo, yeah. Again, these are all colors that literally had entries in Wikipedia, and I thought, you know what? This might be like the way to go. I want to make a gradient with this color, see if we're missing anything particularly important, and we'll move on from there. And yeah, and by the way, yes, the official line color is not black. It is, in fact, Space Cadet. That is the color. The official, popping in to ask, what Satamon type would I be, asks Cade. Ooh, what Pokemon, what Satamon type would Cade be? Forgive the slip. What Satamon type would Cade be? Cade is a very down-to-earth kind of guy. Cade is very down-to-earth. I definitely see that. I don't think, although a Scorpio, I believe Scorpio is actually a water symbol. Hi Joe, welcome in. Yeah, I'm wondering, dust does come to mind. I feel like it's not the Deku hair. You know what? I don't take offense to that. I actually think that Cade would be perhaps a dust meta combo, because I feel like, you know, Cade loves to deal with loves to write about stories that have magical natures to them, the nature of the afterlife, spirits, all that kind of stuff. I feel like a down to earth plus the mythical aspect of meta might be a cool combo for Cade. Of course, having two types means that Cade would be like, would also have two weaknesses, but that's life. No worries, I love you. I love you. So, before we do anything else, I would very much like to make a gradient to test if we're missing any colors in the scheme before I commit to anything else. Yeah, I mean, like, it's not really a surprise that you're a Scorpio to me, because I'm as soon as I learned, I was like, oh, okay, this is a Scorpio. That's funny. Everyone's different. Now, how am I gonna do this? Hit me with this guy. Make me a new layer, please. If it's 6 colors, if it's 6 colors each, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, is this gonna be enough space horizontally? Simply plot a Voronoi diagram of the points in the perceptual color space. There you go. No, yeah, yeah, for sure. Also, not Dallas tempting me with GURPS, by the way. Dallas was like, hey Max, they're selling all of the GURP stuff in one package. And I'm like, no! I can't do it! What if we make you all just a little bit smaller and a bunch wide? There's an awful lot of colors, huh, now that I have it like this. Let's try... I know this seems like a terrible mistake. Let's just try to plot out these colors real quick. Clearly we begin with the hottest color in this entire spectrum is in fact this guy. I feel comfortable just putting him up there. I feel like when it comes to... And I mean, like, the most purplish color in the whole spectrum is this guy at the end. Followed by what? Like, this guy... Followed by this guy. Okay, we're making a little bit of a gradient, and it's kind of working for me. The one thing I want to try, is there a way that I could? I want to also mark the ones that I've already used so I don't like forget about it. I think the way that I would do it, the easiest way to do this trick there we go. We'll do it this way. We already put you on the list, so we're gonna just put you here. We already did you and you and you. Are there any other purples? I don't think so. I mean, I feel like we can safely say that the next color in the scale, it actually isn't you. It actually isn't you. It's salmon. It's salmon, then pastel pink, I think, would go on this aspect. And then snow. Okay. All right. This is why. That's pastel. This is pastel pink. Okay. Followed by snow. Is no halation. If Kitty was here, Kitty would sing the entire song. I'm also gonna grab Space Cadet. Literally the line color for this entire project. And then we can see how it contrasts with the official color. There we go. Oh my god. Then, by the way, Maxi, what about Ivory? Ivory is very clearly in the yellow category. So Snow is out, as is Pastel Pink is also out. I also need Salmon, which goes here. Well, when I arrange it like this, it actually looks pretty good. After the red, it's definitely tomato is the next color for sure. By the way, rejoice everyone. Originally, I was gonna go with Giants Orange to represent the San Francisco Giants. I decided against it. Rejoice. There will be no references to San Francisco except for one that's hidden. There's one that's hidden in this. There's one that's hidden in this chart, and there's only one. After orange peel is 100% sandy brown, and then sand, I think. Then what? I think it's gold after that. I think it's literally these three guys. It's gold, lemon, and ivory. This is okay. I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? Like, I know what you're thinking, Maxi. You made this palette like literally like today. Like, shouldn't you have any confidence in the thing that you made? No. Making art is hard, especially when you make it all in one sitting. Snow is already in. This is literally all these guys are in. I almost wonder if, now that I think about it, the gray should actually be at the bottom. Now that I think about it, which means I gotta move all these guys 3 steps up, I think. That's good enough, I think. We'll make do. Maxi, why are we moving them up? I forgot about all the grays. Stone gray is 100% the darkest one. Followed by... I forgot Beaver, by the way. Beaver needs to go back in there. Oh, I guess Beaver could go in here. What about Chestnut, Maxi? What about Chestnut, Maxi? Where does the color Chestnut go? I feel like all of those like low saturation colors, yes. Brown is technically speaking a variation of orange. You are correct. Still though, I'm gonna put all those grays in one place, by the way. I'm gonna put all those grays in one place. Beginning with the lightest one, which is platinum. Followed by what? By what, Maxi? I think it's cool gray after that. It might literally just be cool gray. cool gray and then cooler gray. Followed by stone gray. Followed by beaver. Followed by chestnut. Strangely enough, this means that all of the dust colors almost live in their little corner by themselves, which I find kind of amusing. This tells me that these guys are probably safe to lock in here. All right. I do kind of realize that... Who are you again? No, yeah, it is electric purple and purpurous. They are not super different. But they are different enough. We're gonna just keep going for now. And I feel like... It's not exactly correct, you could say, but Periwinkle is right between purple and blue, so we're gonna put you there for now. Cool gray is already represented, thank God. Snow is represented. I think it's time to get into the greens, which begin... I almost would say that they begin with lime green, honestly. Then what? Well, I think it's the lighter tones. It's 100% the lighter tones. First the warmest, which is tea green, followed by magic mint. What a great name for a color, by the way, magic mint. Incredible. Oh, great! I forgot about wood brown. Enjoy your lurk, Dallas. That's incredible, Dale. That's fun. Let's see. This doesn't look that bad. I do kind of feel like the lighter colors could possibly not be as light. We'll think about it. Okay, we'll think about it. What comes after this guy? I'm slightly thinking I should probably just shift everything here one step to just make space for the wood brown. Just so that I don't have to think about it later. And really, wood brown should be right in the middle between these two. One might even argue and they would argue correctly if that is the order. Alright, so wood brown is also out of here. Then it's the rest of the actual greens, beginning with the warmest green. Followed by the cooler green. Followed by the way, for a hot second, I thought that I would just use Crayola colors for the codes. Turns out Crayola colors, kind of stinky. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of stinky. Definitely the follow-up is to begin with the cooler hues, with the cooler. Although I guess we could actually probably go with the deepest blues actually. Which means it's neon blue first. Followed by cornflower blue. Followed by deep sky blue. Okay, this is looking good. Followed by baby blue. Ooh, I forgot about the... Wait, forget about... How close is light sky blue and baby blue, brother? They're actually different. Oh my god, Max from the past actually thought... Max from earlier today actually did a thing right. That's baby blue right there. The only one missing is light cyan, I think. Oh, an electric blue and light cyan. Okay. And now it's the part of the show where I freak out because it looks like I missed one color. Electric blue is here. Light cyan is here. Who did I miss? Yo, welcome back. Circles for lunch? What do you mean circles for lunch, Kate? And welcome back, Ronnie. I hope you enjoyed your shower. No, there's no pastel pink. No, there's pastel pink up here. Let me just do a quick double check that I didn't actually like counting correctly. 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it is 6 again. Okay. So what color is missing? Ooh, sliced kielbasa and zucchini. That sounds delicious, actually. What? Which color is missing from this? Is it ivory? It's not ivory. It's right there. And it's not snow. Is it snow? This is ivory. And this is snow. Which color am I missing? Pastel pink is in here. I was gonna try to make carne asada, but that's just gonna marinate, so that's for tomorrow. Yeah, that's the problem. I could have sworn that I used every single color, and somehow we still ended up with one that's missing. Nonetheless, I feel like looking at this in this way, I feel slightly more confident. This does kind of touch all of the colors that one might want, perchance. My only hesitation is perhaps in the lightest colors. Especially because I'm looking at these when I looked at them when I looked at them in my regular monitor, they looked fine. But now that I'm looking at them on the off monitor on the iPad and on the recording of my iPad that you're seeing through my monitor, this guy, and this guy look way too bright. So perhaps a darker gray? Dark gray, a bit of a darker gray here. This cyan is also. This light cyan, it's probably a little bit more. Let me actually put the color white next to them to make sure that I'm not just like. That's too close. That's too close. Okay. So I feel like the lesson that I'm gonna make a note for Maxi for tomorrow to fix is all 4 of those colors need to be reworked to be slightly more saturated / darker. Hi Orange, how you doing? You slept in, what happened? Just messing with colors. I explained my theory behind the colors for every single Satamon type. And the key realization is that the light colors that I picked might be a little bit too light. That being said, you know, if we look at this away, this looks like a pretty nice spread of colors for a person to make basically any creature. Also, is that an orange one on the thumbnail? No, that's Bapple. That's Bapple. Don't you get it twisted. That's my boy Bapple. If I do this, will it just No, I gotta copy. I gotta just grab this. So yeah, it's my boy Bapple. So what I'm thinking is that I want to first and foremost, before I do anything else, I'm going to get up and stretch. Because I should do that. And I'm going to try to recolor Bapple using the new colors now available to us as part of the color palette. Maxi, does that mean you're going to have to recolor all of the other Satamon as well? You're forgetting that I have the power of God and anime on my side. Also known as, I can just recolor stuff. Ooh, this line color is much lighter than I expected. I'm kind of okay with that. No, I definitely think the lighter color is better. Anyways, okay, fellas, we are in fact on break. I'm gonna get up and stretch. I kindly request that you do the same. Okay. Also, I know the following is gonna sound like Maxi complaining about nothing, which is, I mean, that's the basis for my entire show. I'm so happy that I'm listening to Lo-Fi Leah, because I've been listening to the Street Fighter 2 Turbo soundtrack on repeat for the last 48 hours. And I know what you're thinking, Maxi, it's one of the greatest soundtracks of all time. I know! Chun-Li's theme, Ryu's theme, Ken's theme, Zangief's theme is so good. And then there's the rest of them. I'm sorry, no one cares about Honda's theme, I'm sorry. Orange says maybe you could listen to other fighting game soundtracks. No, see, the thing is that I did. That's the problem. Last week, I spent the entirety of last week working to the Guilty Gear Strive soundtrack. That's why I got really I developed an emotional attachment to the song Let Me Carve My Way. Let Me Carve My Way and The Name of Heaven. Those songs are too good. Now my heart is blazing. Thank you. That's the smell of the game, baby. It's really good. It's really, really good. I wanted something else. And the reality is that, like, I hate to be like this, I don't really have that much of an emotional attachment to Third Strike. So, like, I tried listening to Third Strike for a while, and outside of, like, the select a character theme, I'm kind of like, I don't know. Other than that, I probably need to listen to more Alpha, because I did, in fact, play a bunch of Alpha when I was young. Particularly Alpha 3. The Yakuza 0 soundtrack? Yo, if you recommend it, I'll listen to it. The thing you need to know about me is that I listen to anything and everything. Alright, back to work. So now that we have a color scheme that we can utilize, let's now consider for a second, how would we recolor this guy? I feel like we would still stick to this hot pink. This hot pink will still remain the color. It's either that or the scarlet. And I mean, like, there's something here, perhaps. Red renders kind of harshly on screens, but I mean, like, you gotta have one red color, right? It's either that or tomato. And I mean, like, the orange jokes just write themselves. I thought for a hot second about making him green. But I feel like if I make him green, the whole joke about it being an alien becomes a little bit too on the nose, I think. There's also Fern, if you wanted to go for a little bit more of a classic green color. Yo, hi Kendra. I kind of like the green, says Cade. Hey, I'm willing to work. I'm willing to work with green. There's also the tea green. It might be a little bit too light. You know? I also like the magenta the best, to be honest. Yeah. The deep pink. Now what should the color be for the saucer around him? Bolita and Cooper. Okay, go on. Oh yeah. Okay, Kendra's been a little bit Twin Peaks coded. Twin Peaks brained, perhaps. Now, as for the color of the spaceship, I am legitimately open to anything. This is disgusting. I kind of love it. This is like, yeah, this guy's toxic. I get it. You're toxic and I'm slipping under. There's also perhaps something like this. I was strongly considering recoloring the interior of the color in the inside lines, the little orbs of the saucer. Don't know if that's better or not. And I'm so happy that Cade likes the redesign. It actually means a lot. It feels to me a little bit on point to have someone creating a game about creating creatures struggling to create some creatures. I feel like that to me is perfectly apt. This is the closest to the original that we did. It doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. Definitely the lighter line color is kind of winning me over. Perhaps what we could contest with. I mean, like there's the boy. There's always the boy. What about the boy? What about my boy Gabruzer? Literally the compass by which I travel. The lighter line color definitely wins me over. I feel like it's kind of cute. He is definitely a lemon, which means he ends up being a lot brighter. How would we do gold instead? It is 100% gold for him. And there isn't this kind of pink anymore in the color palette. It is instead now the deep pink. It really doesn't change a lot for him. It's almost as though his design is just like good to begin with. Alternatively, we could go with Scarlet instead. It's funny because this almost gives you like shiny vibes. Okay, so usually I don't like red and yellow as a color scheme because it looks too much like McDonald's. This doesn't look like McDonald's that much. Kendra says, someone I met, blah, blah, blah. Someone was super hyped for a new DLC out for a game. Let me get, Your Honor, beep, 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 beep. What is Dead by Daylight's Five Nights at Freddy's Scrap Trap DLC? Is that a thing? Oh, I missed. I missed. Yeah. They released Scrap Trap for Dead by Daylight. Kendra asks, Dead by Daylight later? Who are you treating? What was the game your friend was excited for? Placid Plastic Duck Simulator? How small is the world? That's so funny. Get it on Switch. I don't play it much because it seems very much fun with friends. I mean, it's essentially a competitive game. Computer. Dead by Daylight for the Switch. How much is Dead by Daylight on the Switch? It would be kind of fun to play with friends. You want to ask me for my age? Brother. How about 1900s? Does that do it for you? $30? I'm not paying $30 for this. Computer. Dead by Daylight Switch price tracker. When was the last time Dead by Daylight went on sale? You gotta try Content Warning again. I'm gonna be honest with you. That game I feel like it's permanently lost me. I'm sorry. The cheapest it's ever been. It was literally on sale in June. $10.50. For $10.50, I buy 3 copies and we're literally good to go. Okay. I will make a note. You can notify me. I'm not gonna sign up to your account, brother. For the gay people. Kendra was saying getting it on the Switch specifically, though. Wait, how much is it on Steam? Let me hold up. Computer. Dead by Daylight price tracker Steam. Now, I bet this game goes on sale all the time on Steam. The current price on Steam, it's on sale right now. It's $8 on Steam. What are we doing, fellas? It's literally on sale right now. It's $7 a pop. Computer. Dead by Daylight Steam store page. You want me to verify my age? Okay, fine. I was born in the year 1903. Is this what we're doing on the 10th, 11th? Maybe. Dead by Daylight is it's, by the way, the default price is $20 on Steam. It's $7.99. Kendra says, this is what we're doing right now. Like, comment and subscribe. Bye, guys. No. By the way, you can get the Five Nights at Freddy's edition for 40% off. Dude. It includes Claptrap. Claptrap? No. Scrap Trap. I'll handle the randos. Okay now. This is definitely something that we should do. Wait, is this bundle even worth it? You save $1 by buying the bundle. Okay. Not really much of a creative stream today when it's like, oh, we should probably do Dead by Daylight. I'll handle the randos. I love a rando. That's how I learned not to buy a memory foam mattress. Excuse me? Kendra's anti-memory foam mattress? I didn't know that. I learned so much about Kendra. Every day I learn something new about Kendra. Hopefully it will run on my PC. Kendra, I have great news for you, okay? I have great news for you. This game is from 2016. I think it will run on your computer. Maxi, why did you take so long to finish that line, Maxi? I was reaching for my bottle so that I could drink. Water, by the way. Kate says, if it ran on my old ass laptop, it will on yours. True that. Am I gonna try making this guy as well? I mean, I guess since the goal right now is just to test. Let's alpha lock these guys real quick. Wait, you're not the real one. You're not the real Slim Shady. You are the real Slim Shady. Limit of 100 layers reached. Are you sure about that? Kendra says, I was in an Overwatch competitive game where gameplay ground to a halt because someone said his back hurts, and the VC just became a genuine discussion on how memory foam can cause damage over time. Yeah, so just sleep on the floor, I guess. Do you think perhaps playing Overwatch competitive might have had more of an effect on this guy's health than the bed he sleeps in? Just a thought, by the way, just a thought. People will sooner change the bed they sleep in than stop playing Overwatch. Isn't that sad? This looks better, actually. I prefer the ashen kind of look. Now, it's either gonna be toxic green for the fire. Doesn't look too good if you ask me. That was like 2018. Oh my god. I don't know how to say this in any other way. Kendra, Overwatch is never gonna call you back. This color scheme for this guy definitely does not. It does not serve. It does not slay. I do not kill people. I do not slay. This is the one thing that nobody ever tells you about, by the way, when it comes to making a game, is the perpetual spiral of I don't know what color anything should be. Kendra says, what if I quit my job and go pro in Overwatch 2? There are like 6 people there. I only have to beat 5 people. You only have to beat 5 Daigos. Yeah. You should definitely do that. Yeah. I mean, like, if you think about it, right now is the best time to get into Street Fighter 3 Third Impact. How many players do you think there are online? Like 100? You only have to beat 100 people. By the way, Kendra, this is a joke. Am I losing hope on in my color palette? I guess the reason why I want a nice color palette for this goddamn game is so that I don't have to make unique colors for every single drawing that I make. Kendra says I need to eat, beat, or delete Brotato. Have you not gotten every achievement? I got every achievement. I got up. I patted myself on the back and I moved on. What's the problem, Kendra? What's the problem, Kendra? Purple Face PhD. You can't get every achievo from Brotato for Brotato. I thought you were the hardcore video gamer. I thought you were literally the one who played The Binding of Isaac for too much. Kate, I love that. Kate's just out here trying to get close to his boy, okay? We did establish earlier, by which I mean last week, that the only way to make sure people think that this is in fact a deer you beat them all at 5? Absolutely not! You don't have to beat all of the characters in difficulty 5 for all the achievements. Get out of here. You also don't get anything for doing it. Yeah, so just get all the achievements. I want to beat them all at 5. Well, then that's you, bozo. You're doing that to yourself. I'm like, Kendra, why are you bashing your head against the wall? And then Kendra's like, I want to crumble. I want to make a hole in this wall with just my face. And I'm like, homie, I think that's on you, brother. I got it with Golem yesterday. That's not bad. Who did I get gold with? I think I got gold. I got 5 with just one person. And then I'm like, I'm done. That's it, baby. I got the Achievo. I move on. But you see, Kendra doesn't work like that. Kendra has OCD slash ADHD. I mean, like, that's fair. I mean, like, I might too. I might too. Is the ans? I'm struggling so much with this color palette, brother. Is the answer just make a table that just tells you, hey, the color is red. I might just have to do that. Kendra says, I just opened Brotato in Minecraft if you're my boss. Yo, man. I wish I could play video games during my day job, also known as this job. Jesus Christ, Kendra. Kendra says, we really gotta talk off the record so I can tell you what I did last weekend. I'll preview the movie for movie night. Oh my god. Play Mahjong with me, Maxi. I really should get work done, though. I really should get work done. This is an art stream. I should do art. Perhaps. Ugh. Boo. I'm sorry. But I really should do art, though. I spent all morning. You know what it is? It's the sunk cost fallacy. I spent all morning working on this color palette, finding colors that were web-safe colors, so that no matter where you saw them, they would all look similar. And I matched them to the aesthetics of each elemental type in Sadamon. And now here I am, once again, I'm torn into pieces. Not even sure if did I waste my time? I should have just made moves instead. Okay. I'm okay. Jesus Christ. Kendra's mom is like, Kendra says, I told my mom about it, and I was like, want to hear something funny you can't post about? That's incredible. That's right, fellas. Kendra... That's right. Kendra met David Lynch. Maxi, isn't he dead? Is he really? That's right. Kendra, when they went to see Twin Peaks, they were walking down the street. And there, walking down the street, holding a hot dog in one hand and a boba in the other, was David Lynch. And then he looked at Kendra, and he was about to bump into her, into him. And David Lynch was like, "Excuse me, young man." That's the joke. That's the joke. That's the joke. That's the joke. Hide and seek. I'm pancaking, brother. Brother, I'm pancaking. I'm pancaking super bad. It's really funny because in the first incarnation of this color scheme, I legitimately had a chart that was like like it was just names of colors instead of actual colors. New York, baby. There you go. I am so terrified of not having a color palette. It might have to be the only way. It's the only way that would encourage the most creativity in this goddamn game. My question is, huh? I mean, can't do anything if pigs can't find the prize. I didn't know Kendra liked truffles. It's the only kind of pigs I think Kendra would be talking about. Couldn't possibly be any other kind of oinker. No, it must be truffles. You know, as we all know, Kendra, connoisseur of truffles. You know, Illinois, famous for its truffles. All right, so what are we doing today, Maxi? Other than floundering, Maxi? What are we doing today other than floundering? Brother, I've really lost the plot today. Are the Lindor truffles from Illinois, actually? By the way, Kendra, in case you're wondering, by the way, I do want to remind you that it does appear that movie night will be on Friday. Friday the 11th at 5 p.m., by the way. Brother, I'm floundering so bad. I wonder if I should change channels to writing, or I should just push through with drawing. I could still do the line work. What a disaster. Let me think. Let me clear my nose, and then we will start there. Step 1. Number 1. Damn it, I've been muted the entire time! Where art thou? I'm here. I thought you were just chilling. No, I was talking about how I was floundering. So what I said that you missed entirely. First off, we're on break, by the way. I'm stretching. I put the iPad is down. iPad down. I lit up the previous layer where we had the art style where there were harsher whites. And you know, if there's one thing that I stand for, is for being harsher on whites. And I like that art style, but I'm like, I don't want to flounder so bad that I jump to a different art style altogether. I think I'm okay with just saying, hey, you know what? Come up with your own colors. I hate it. I wanted a color palette. I wanted it to be consistent. So I don't know what to do now. I don't know if I should keep pushing with art. There's a lot of art that needs to happen for Sadamon. There's a lot of art. But then I'm like, should I deal with this snafu now? Or should I just push through with moves? What if you made it so you had a color clouds where the player could select any color within that cloud? Perhaps. I guess the thing that is combo breaking me at the moment is that I created a lot of these creatures with the color palette in mind. So without the color palette, I'm like, would I color Badoboom, the little guy on the screen? Would I color this guy this color if it wasn't for the palette? Absolutely not. I would definitely do a different color scheme altogether. So is the answer now, hey Maxi, recolor all the Sadamon that you were not happy with? Possibly. I could do that, I guess. Is that productive enough? I don't think so. I definitely think that for Sadamon, there should be some sort of color table that the players roll on in case they need inspiration. For sure, that will be present. It has got to be present. There's no way that isn't present in the actual game. But as to, for the time being, I mean, like, legitimately, the thing is, the idea of this table isn't even that far-fetched. Let me grab the iPad. Because I already made that. I already made... You're like, Maxi, what do you mean? You didn't make it, Maxi? You made nothing, Maxi. It's this mofo, man. It's this right here. This gave me the basis for what the colors for each identity are. Chemical is all about dangerous, toxic, radioactive colors. Bolt is all about colors that you would see in nature. Gold like the sun, clear like the blue sky, dark like storm clouds, neon colors like electricity. Bio is all colors from nature, including, you know, wood colors, different kinds of leafage. Aqua is all states of different states of liquid matter. Blue like the sea, frosty like ice, white like snow, pink like coral. Meta are weird colors that don't particularly appear in nature very often, such as indigos and purples. And dust is all mineral colors: clay, sand, steels, charcoal. Perhaps that is enough. Perhaps that is enough. Perhaps one might find themselves thinking that is enough. So what is the step now, Maxi? I don't know if I am in the right mental frame for recoloring every Sadamon that I've designed so far. Though I am looking at Bapple, and Bapple is just like Bapple does not look like that guy needs help. I do still think that in order to keep things simple, Sadamon should only have 4 colors. Black, white, and then main color and accent color. I feel like that is a nice and hard rule that everyone should follow when creating Sadamon. 4 colors. Much like the sprites of the Pokemon in the Generation 2 Pokemon games, Gold, Silver, and Crystal, GSC. That to me feels like a nice hard rule. What else, Maxi? This definitely doesn't feel like the right stream to just be making moves. I would have to explain what the hell I'm doing to begin with. Perhaps I could spend some time just redrawing the Sadamon that I've already drawn. Perhaps that might be fruitful. Perhaps that is the way that we ought to go. Perhaps. Let me begin first by duplicating this. We like to make backups of everything that we have. It's just the smartest way to go, fellas. I'll just be honest with you. Save all of your backups, okay? And all I want are literally the last ones that I made. I need you. I need you. I need you. You can live. You can live, and all of you can freaking get deleted, son. Kendra asks in chat. Chat, do you want breaking news / positive only to do with my nonsense? I mean, like, you know, if it's positive good news, I would appreciate that myself, honestly. That's right, baby. We're back to black line work, by the way. We're back to black lines. Most Satamon will be this size, though, now that I think about it. Let me turn on the drawing lines. Perfect. Somewhere along this, methinks. So let's just, you know what? There is stuff that needs to happen, which is to say, literally all these Satamon need to have their arts redrawn. Oh my god, you can look at old Bapple. Oh my god, old Bapple was so bad. And you can see all the, oh my god. I can't wait to have like a little behind the scenes document. Kendra says, I just booked my first podcast appearance. That's exciting. Hell yeah. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be you, actually. It's supposed to be this page over here. Yeah, there's Phenomena. We could start with this slam dunk that is Phenomena, honestly. Oh, don't talk to me about Lucilla. I don't want to talk about Lucilla. You know what? I feel like I need a slam dunk. Let's just redraw Phenomena. Since Phenomena is like a slam dunk design, let's I just need a 1 win today. I just need 1 win. So if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna just draw a character that I know I cannot possibly mess up. That ought to be good enough, methinks. And so, pitch black, stabilized blunt ink brush. Kendra says, let's pray my mic is good enough. And Ronnie said, Kendra getting closer and closer to peak manhood. Yeah. Please, ask Ronnie for help. Ronnie is the GOAT. Ronnie is literally the smartest member of the DK crew. No one else matches Ronnie in technical awareness. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Cade. Let's begin with some nice orbs. They don't have to be perfect. There you go. Ronnie's so helpful. They are. I might have to do it like this, I think. No, they definitely need to have the little tip, the point of the shoes. Kendra says, I'm considering my first virtual draw. Too much pressure because I'm like, I want to make this idea in my head a keychain. Okay. Kendra, I have an idea for you. Okay, are you ready? Just do it and iterate on it. If this stream should be proof of anything, is that like you should just like keep trying. Don't trap yourself into the idea that you have to do it right on the first time. I gotta do draw this week. I had a pretty week off. I'm rusty. Kendra doesn't draw for a week. I'm rusty. Come on, brother. You'll be fine. You're fine. Just get back to it. I've been considering trying to just duplicate my P crews for my characters as an exercise to see different ways to simplify. That sounds fun. Let's try it this way for now. Probably gonna have to make this a little bit. These guys are gonna be a little bit more curved than originally in order to carry the same motion than they had before. I'm thinking. Let's try something like this, and then what? Like this? Okay. Let's try that one again. No. No, see, that isn't quite the same. Ooh, going the other way around. That usually never happens, and it didn't this time. It definitely did not work this time. Give me a perfect arc on this, please. Let's try you for now. Let's pretend that one's good and just move on. There's something here that I'm not super happy with, but when am I happy with anything? I said I wanted an arc. Thank you very much. Perfect. Okay, this is something. This is very much something. This kind of works. I'm actually gonna leave filling that in for after the fact now that I think about it. And I forgot to actually add the little speakers to the knees, by the way. Yes, they're not eyes, they're actually speakers. It's literally called phenomena. All right, so what next? Let's try this angle. This is gonna be a fun little curve to like adjust. I can already tell because we want it to blend into where it started. And I don't think it's gonna collaborate very well. Unless we like bring it way back. No, we're gonna have to connect it manually, I think. There you go, something like this. And then we're gonna By the way, this stream is supported by viewers just like you. If you would like to make me and my friends play Dead by Daylight, consider donating to the stream. Dead by Daylight is currently $8. And it sounds like a fun time. Dead by Daylight with randos? No, ew, stinky. Dead by Daylight with my friends. That sounds fun. Yeah, Kendra says, me, I shall not share my stuff on the Discord promo too much. Also me, I've hired myself as my friend's marketing team because I want to promote their work off to Canva. Kendra, you're allowed to promo stuff on the Discord. I assure you that if you cross the line, I would tell you. You know, Kendra, if you cross a line by promoting your the stuff you're making, I assure you, you will be the first to find out. That looks good. That looks okay. That looks okay too. See, Kate's got it. Kate's like, I've been promoting my surgery stuff for months. Yeah. See, and look, and Kate and I, we're still friends. I need to cut off this end right here. It's literally like 5 pixels, man. What else? You also need to have like a guy, huh? Does that look good? Let's try filling it up. It probably will have to do. Let's move on to the stuff that I've been wanting to not draw, which is the face. Classic Kendra. Ooh, do I like that? Do I like that? That looks good to me. Give me a hard line, please. Thank you. You probably will have to be a little bit. Although, the hard line doesn't look too bad, actually. Let's just soften it on this edge right here. Pretty good. Let's do the most important line in this setup is this line. This little curve that indicates the fact that this crest is actually curving upwards. That is the only thing that matters in this setup, so we're gonna prioritize that. We're gonna have a curve over here. We're gonna adjust it so that it's actually leading into the bump rather than away from it. There we go. Boom. And we're gonna do that again, but for this side. It's gonna be a pretty late curve, I think. This looks pretty good. As good as it's gonna get, really. I definitely didn't mean to draw a quadrilateral. I'm gonna be honest with you, Procreate there. I'm not gonna lie, that definitely wasn't my intention. I appreciate you keeping an eye out for me, but that was not the intention. Thank you. This is low, huh? This is low. Let's try this. There's gonna be a bleh, and then a blah blah. I believe that's a technical term, by the way. I think this is gonna look like ass. I think unless okay. Also, I have been coloring not in black the whole time, by the way. It's fine. I'm not gonna explode just over that. It's fine. This can be fixed shortly, okay? In fact, it's so easy to fix, I'm not even gonna worry about it, okay? Look, this is what me not worrying about it looks like. We're gonna alpha lock you. We're gonna select the real black color that it should have been coloring the entire time. We're gonna fill it up, and boom, there you go. It's like nothing happened. Make me a copy of this, mostly because I do actually want to just fill in these empty spots already. They're bothering me. That's better. That actually feels a lot better. This is a nice, like, pop kind of design. I think it works. I think it works. And now the easiest part, literally just an arch. Sometimes you gotta save the easy part for the end so you can feel really smart about it. So how am I gonna draw that mouth with a brush that is so big? I think the answer is we get a smaller brush. That is definitely... It needs to have pointed edges, I think. Oh my god, I love that, Kate says. My cat Tigger is so mad that I had to wake him up. He's just staring at me all grumpy and groggy. Beautiful. I love that little old man. And Kendra said something about Godzilla. I'm doing a checklist of all the Godzilla friends for marketing. Are we gonna include the horrible anime ones? I think so. It is a little bit against the design ethos so far to have such sharp lines in there. But also, who cares? Does this look good? Let's pretend it does look good so that I can move on with the rest of my life. I believe it should be this way. We invert this. We fill this up. We duplicate this. We delete you. We make you white. Perfect. That is the perfect canvas for us to color. And we're gonna Gaussian blur you by 2%. We're gonna select you. Invert you, fill you up, and there you go. There's the extra thick outline. Kendra says, regarding the horrible anime Godzilla, if you watch all like 5 hours of that, you get Cosmic King Ghidorah, which is cool. And the same plot as the Tumblr VA fan project, Attack on Space, which is fun. This really is the combination of all the Kendra interests, huh? This really is like the apex of all the Kendra things. Okay. Maxi, what about, you said no more palettes. I'm not using palettes. I'm just kind of looking at it for inspiration, okay? What color are you? You are... Let's actually go by my own goddamn rules. Let me go grab the site I'm on tables. Phenomena is a meta type. A coworker said I have too many hobbies. That's not true. You have a lot of stuff going on, but you don't have too many hobbies. Okay, so Phenomena is meta type and it is weak to bio. So normally the way that I'm considering doing these mechanics for the game is that normally your accent color is either taken from your type pool or the type that you are weak to. I was gonna say, Kate says in regards to what Kendra's coworker said, sounds like someone has no hobbies and has no fun.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Absolutely. Kate didn't have to kill that guy, but I'm happy they did. So just give me like a nice... I almost feel like it has to be like a steely blue. Cause this character is a little bit of gives the vibes of a magician kind of character. We're gonna combine you, clip mask you. Everyone gets the color white, so we're gonna use the color white for the face and the legos. Originally, this Sadamon was just the torso, but I do kind of feel like the legs kind of add on to it. Kind of likes things, really. Kendra says they didn't understand my Labubu. Okay, freaking old. I didn't know Kendra's coworkers are old. What's there to not get? It's just a plushie. It's a plushie and they're rare, hence why everyone is losing their minds about them. That's it. That's literally it. There's nothing else to them. Okay, so if you are weak to bio, that color would be like a greenish, but I don't really know how to. Unless we go, ooh, this is like a disgusting color scheme. This is a disgusting color scheme? There is something here. It looks actually kind of sporty. I don't think I like it. It looks a little too sporty if you ask me. Too sporty 5 me. But there's something here to that, right? Again, I like the idea that like at a glance you can tell what a Sadamon is weak to. By whatever its accent color is. So if we were to do this the way that I'm planning to. Actually, you would go here, actually. Clipping mask. Then you would have what? Like you would have the radio speaker / microphone lines in there. It is starting to look more and more like a basketball. Is there a way that I could do that in a way that... I mean, like, I guess I could, like... What if it looked just like bells? I don't know. I mean, like, I guess, but what if, Maxi, what if it just looked like eyes? Wouldn't that be incredible, Maxi? What is it? Hi, Mysterioso. How you doing? I don't know if I want to commit to... This guy just has eyes. One might argue that perhaps the white skin might be overdue to get kicked out. This is kind of funny. I don't know if I like it though. I don't know if I like it. It's a little bit too obvious, methinks. It's a little bit too obvious, and it gets us away from the original concept, which was in fact speakers. Is there a way that I could make it clear that these are speakers, not basketballs? Also, Maxi, the timer went off. I know. You're correct. It did. Let me just... You know what I should probably do that would probably be really helpful in this scenario? How about I look at what an actual microphone looks like for inspiration? Wouldn't that be a great idea? Having references. Anybody heard of this thing called having references? Computer, pictures of old-timey microphones, please. Ah, that's what they look like. The lines come from the sides. So it would be like meh. That looks more like it. Perfect. So it'd be like eh. Something like this, except drawn by someone who didn't like give up halfway through drawing it, okay? Something like this, perhaps. They also kind of look like rib cages. Alright, well, the timer did go off, so I am going to do what I said I was going to do. And I'm going to get up and stretch. By the way, fellas, this stream is supportive viewers just like you. If you haven't already, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps a lot. And if you would like to support me monetarily, so that I can purchase my friends all copies of Dead by Daylight, consider going to coffee.com/mkirin. Thank you. Alright, stretch time. What a despicable little stream this has been. Okay, is it perhaps time for the white skin to go away? Maxi out of context. Is it perhaps time for that? I do realize, by the way, I am not blind to speaking personally, yes. I do recognize, by the way, the reason why I want to move away from the white skin is because this design does look a little bit like Teen Titans Raven. Let me look at Teen Titans Raven with the hood up. Not quite, actually. No, this really isn't that close. Perhaps the white legs do kinda... I was gonna say Raven, which I do love. Like... Again, like, you know, that character doesn't own that particular color scheme or concept, but I do recognize I recognize that there's room in here to improve the design. This is a mystical character. This is a mystical character from a far-off place. This character is known as the Herald Sadamon. This character stands in the corner of buildings, in the corner of streets, giving the news. Perhaps staying away from bluish colors will get us there as well. I do think that this top section has got to be golden. I feel like it's the only way. It's the only... There's no dimension in which we don't make this golden. So what color would look best? Definitely not green. It looks too much like the Sidgewai. I think it will have to be like... Ooh. The pinkish is kind of nice. Perhaps a little bit desaturated. A little bit lighter, perhaps. I'm not 100% sure. I am currently just messing with colors. Maxi, in times of need, what do? We look for references. If I look up, what was the angel that had the horn? Is that Michael? Angel with horn. Which angel is the one with the horn? Because yeah, that's what I picture mentally when I think of a herald. I think of a trumpeter, some sort of heavenly creature coming from above. We could go for a much more angelic style, or alternatively invert it, a little bit of a Shin Megami Tensei classic. I definitely think that the white skin has got to go, which tells me if we only have 3 colors, we could make the cloak white. That would definitely fit the angelic kind of vibes. Oh, what about perhaps a little bit of a... There is something here. We could also make the accent, these guys white instead, which frees us up to actually do something with the cloak, some kind of color with the cloak. Perhaps. Mayhaps. Maxi, are you floundering, Maxi? I'm kind of floundering. But here I am, holding on. This does kind of help. That's the thing though, right? Is that like if you don't push through, you're not gonna get anywhere. So here I am, pushing through. Pushing through to the other side. I feel like the most important thing to keep in mind with creative endeavors is you're gonna have good days and bad days. And man, today feels like a bad day. Right after a good day too. That's just life though. What are we gonna do? Give up? Stop? Hell no. If I give up now, what a terrible choice that would be. I would like the colors to have a contrast in them. I feel like that would like really help. They need the colors between these guys need to be higher contrast, 100,000,000%. So either you become lighter or you become darker. It's the only way. The only way we're getting out of here, brother, is if we switch things up a little bit. Better, much better. Still feels a little bit, you know, Teen Titans Raven. But we can work with this. We can work with this. You know who I also think of when I think of Herald? Emerald Herald, Dark Souls 2. Yeah, I don't think I can make this character rock the green cloak with red accents. That's definitely a look for someone who isn't this character. Yeah, Maxi, but what if you did it anyway? Because you're not a coward. By the way, this is a joke for nobody. This color scheme reads Jason Voorhees Friday the 13th NES. by the way. For anyone who's ancient enough to know what I mean by that combination of words in that order. What is the answer? Is the answer to this puzzle gonna be just make it a Emerald Herald reference, Maxi? Is that really gonna be the fix to this problem, Maxi? Could you imagine if that's all this needs? Could you imagine? How would you look like? No, we definitely can't do a color that is so close to skin tone. We really, really cannot do that. We definitely cannot do this color either. 100%. Million times percent no. So to me that tells me that the white skin is back on. Which means that you have green lips. Wow. This is Maxi, could this be a reference to that book you haven't published yet? It definitely is. Keep an eye out for it's specifically Kate's favorite character with green lipstick. Maxi, could you please elaborate on what you mean by this? Nope. I'm afraid I cannot elaborate on this further. So what, a purplish color? We're going for the Ava color scheme? And Kirin's coming in with the Ava color scheme from downtown. There is definitely something to be said about the green cloak. Does give it a bit of otherworldly kind of vibes for sure. Oh, there's something about just like bright green on bright green that kind of like gets me. That's so funny. And although, this is a terrible color scheme, by the way. But there's something to it, isn't there? There's something to it. There's something about just bright on bright. I'm not sure what exactly this reminds me of. But this is something. This is something. Let's try going up here. And what's the plan? It just gets colored like this. Not exactly the most exciting development there, Maxi. Not happy with it. No. Not hungry, chat? Excuse me? You're not hungry, Kendra? Yeah, okay. Alright. Hey, you know what? Hey, good on you, Kendra. Kendra in chat says they're not hungry, and I have to be inclined to believe them. Kendra wouldn't lie in chat. Okay. What's the plan, Maxi? The timer went off quite a little bit ago, to be entirely honest. Kendra says, using chat as my crystal ball. Chat, should I go back for the Lafufu? Chat, am I MLM? You know what, Kendra? Do exclamation mark quote to see. You know, let's just let's ask the oracle that is the 1,000 quotes we have prepared. Do exclamation mark quote, and then I will interpret it for you. Okay? Heaven knows I'm done not getting anything else done today. Let's see. I am gonna stop beating my head. Kendra, your fortune for today that answered all of these questions is: this is what Clocktown would look like if the giant moon in The Legend of Zelda wasn't to vapes. Think about it, Kendra. What would the world look like if you gave in to every little urge, like perhaps going to go get a Lafufu? Kendra says, I'll take that as to mean I have 3 days to decide. That it's actually a pretty good read of it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Dale, your quote for the day is, I got beamed when I died. Yeah. Oh, brother. Oh, brother, what a mess. What a mess. Chat, am I MLM? Kendra's quote is 567. Chippy's voice. Maxi, you'll never reach the kingdom of heaven, Maxi. Kendra says, I'm going to hell. I mean, so... who isn't, Kendra? Who isn't? When the clowns run the carnival, nobody wins. What else should I ask it? I ask if I should keep pushing or if I should go to something else. Should I eat lunch today? You should definitely eat lunch today, Kendra. I'm about to freaking shoot you into infinity. Kendra, can you please recognize the homoerotic tension between you and you getting fed? Don't I have a button for quote? I do have a button for quote. Alright. Seize the means of tid reduction? Man, what does that, what could that quote possibly mean? Maxi, if you do another Pomo, I'll do my draw session tonight after court. You should still do it anyway. I do really feel like I've floundered though. Damn it, this stupid color palette. Worst part. I know what you're thinking, Maxi, is it just the art? No, I also had a terrible night of sleep. I barely slept last night. My greatest enemy is lack of sleep. It really is lack of sleep. Ronnie's wisdom is, what if we're both paralyzed and we're both girls? Dude, think about it. I told that the emoji is frying me. There you go. Well, no, Kendra. What's frying you is the temperature in New York City. I told Kitty this morning, I thought of sleeping in. because I got no sleep last night. But I got up anyway. And I promised myself that if I was tired after stream, I would take a nap. But now, I've gotten nothing done on stream. So no nap for Max. No nap for nobody. That's right, everyone's staying up tonight. Kendra says, I took a 1.5 hour walk in the sun to stress to my mom about landlords. That's a combination of words that I know what mean. I know what they do mean. Mysterioso says, I don't know the context, but the quotes weirdly make sense. See, that's the joy of quotes. That's the joy of quotes. You can get your very own quote by typing exclamation mark quote. Alright, so I'm up on my feet. I'm stretching. Kendra says, should I go back to work? Well, you should like, comment, and subscribe on the work computer. That's a great Nomia quote. Why does this whole body have foreskin? What an incredible... Oh, and the captions broke. Oh, magnifique. Everything really is coming up Millhouse today. Alright. That is a horrible image. It was too awful to transcribe. That's a Nomia quote for you right there. Alright. Take a deep breath, Maxi. Breathe. Let's do it one more time. That's a very Kendra quote, actually. The quote being quote 518. I like the diphthong you put in Bussy. Yeah, diphthong, diphthong. Let me hear that thong. Diphthong. That's right, this is the kind of high-level, highbrow humor. What even is the context? I mean, like, what do you mean? I want to remind you of the greatest advice to play Magic the Gathering, okay? Reading the quote explains the quote. Think about it. Think about it, okay? Think about it. What if I went back to this color palette and just said that I was what if I went back to this color palette and I just stopped I stopped caring and I just fell in love with the bomb instead, huh? What if I just did that instead, huh? Anybody ever stop to think? Anybody stop to consider, hey, what would life be like? You know, wouldn't it be nice if we were older? Then we wouldn't have to wait so long. Oh, this is gonna take so long to set up, man. Yo, hi Chippy, hello. I'm floundering, Chippy. It's a bad day. It's a bad day for Maxis all over the world. Maxis, you know, the Maxi stock is the lowest it's ever been, and we stopped tracking it a while back. Cheapy, your quote has me starting vaping. That's right. As we all know, Kendra was not into vaping until 2 minutes ago when they got a Chippy quote that mentioned vaping. So now Kendra has decided that now it's the time for themselves to pick up a harmful habit. Another harmful habit. Also, that wasn't even that was a Plakesworth quote. Plakesworth is the one who makes vaping jokes. He jokes about vaping because he doesn't know how to vape. I can't believe Kendra framed Chippy for Moiter. Chippy is the smoking advocate, though. I think smoking is for the cool kids. Chippy, you don't mean that. Chippy, you don't mean that. Audience, Chippy doesn't mean that, by the way. When Chippy says they believe that smoking is for the cool kids and only cool kids smoke, they actually don't mean that. Maxi, what are you doing? I lost control of my life, so I'm just like looking at I'm just looking at this color scheme, just trying to see if I can make sense of life, death, the nature of the universe. It's all in here somewhere. What an ugly color this brown is, man. This is like the ugliest brown there's ever been. You're telling me that Pokemon Puzzle for the Game Boy Color picked this to be its goddamn brown color? Disgusting. It can't be true. I can't believe it. Quote 425, Pikachu dying sound. Me when a customer is mean to me. Kate 2023. Chippy, don't peer pressure Kendra into smoking. And there's only one yellow color in this entire freaking palette, man. There's only one yellow in this palette town. This palette town is not big for the both of us. Probably need more. We're probably gonna need a bigger boat, I think. After this is what, Maxi? I feel like it's the lightest blue. It's the lightest blue, followed by the lightest teal. Followed by the second lightest blue, which is this purpley boy. Actually, I actually think that this is the way things go. Actually, it's this guy next. Wow, it turns out this color palette is actually arranged pretty logically now that I think about it. Oh wow, quote number 4. Quote number 4, I will take your money now, sir. Damn, vintage. Hi, Kitty. Everybody shut up. My wife is here. Kitty, I'm having a bad day, Kitty. I'm floundering, Kitty. I will never amount to anything, Kitty. Kitty, everyone's laughing at me and no one believes in me, Kitty. Maxi, couldn't this brown have been like over on the other side? Yeah, okay, yeah, but I forgot. I believe in you, you goober. Don't be a flounder. No, I'm a fish now. I'm a fish now. I go blup 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 blup. Chippy says Flounder from the Little Mermaid. Little Princess. The Little Mermaid isn't even a flounder and it pisses me off. Chippy would be mad about that. That seems like something that really ground Chippy's gears when they were at the ripe age of baby. Hey Maxi, you also forgot about these two colors over here, Maxi. I did. I'm a fool. I'm a dummy. I'm a idiot. I'm a silly. I'm a silly. I'm a boo-boo desawa, actually. I'm a boo-boo desawa. Maxi, what are you doing now, Maxi? I don't know. I've lost control of my life. I'm trying to understand this color palette. I'm trying to understand where it comes from, where it goes from. I'm on my hands and knees trying to understand. I'm a Riko-chan Reza Beam. Thank you. It also reminds me of oh my god, the Castle song. What is it called? What is the Kitty? What's the Mew song? The one where Kotori Seiyu goes Reza Beam. I think about that one all the time. GP says, I think I was Little Mermaid pilled as a kid, if only for the evidence of Doug. Dude, Doug mentioned this whole stream was worth it. Kaguya-sama's castle or something. Dude, Doug mentioned, hold up. I think I'm getting my second wind. Doug was mentioned. Could you imagine if this is all it takes for me to come back? This is an unchecked Doug fact. It could have been Mom. No, you don't know that. No. That's definitely something Doug would have done. That to me feels like a Doug moment. That is a certified Doug moment. Doug. Can I talk about like names that I wish the US had that weren't so close to animal names? Because every time I say it, I'm like, I hope I didn't just call Chippy's sibling a dog. Wife walks in, no second wind. Doug mentioned, hold my beer. It's true. It's actually on my character sheet. I asked the DM, and the DM was like, okay, so you only recharge second winds when Doug is mentioned. And I was like, yep, that's the way I want it to be. And the game master asked me who the hell was Doug, and then I'm like, who the hell are you? You know, as you like to do with your game master. It's gotta be Doug. It's gotta be. So, you have unlocked, by the way, a core Maxi memory. I remember when I first came to the United States, I was in middle school. And we were there was like a quiz or something, right? But this time the teacher had a prize for whoever won the quiz. They would get a prize, and I believe that the prize was a beanbag. Okay. Chippy says Maxi in front of the conspiracy pinboard. It's gotta be Doug. It's gotta be. Anyway, so the professor was like, whoever wins this quiz is gonna get that beanbag. And then I guess we all did so good that she had to do it into a lottery, okay? So the class is about to end. She's got all of our names in a hat because we all did too good. She's doing a lottery, right? For this beanbag. I've never had a beanbag. I didn't even know what a beanbag was back then. And I vividly remember being very aggressively wanting to win that. And I remember because this was an ESL class, so I was still speaking Spanish here at the time. And the phrase that I used to describe how I wanted to win this badly is the phrase that we use in Mexico, which is a huevo, which could be translated as I must, it's gotta be, but it's not a literal translation. It literally means to egg. A huevo. Huevo, of course, being slang for testicles, balls. A huevo could also mean that, like, doing something the hard way. So I remember I huevo, a huevo, the letter a huevo. So I remember telling the teacher, you know, as she's about to pull the names, you know, I'm like, a huevo, voy a ganar a huevo. I'm gonna win the hard way, no matter what. I'm winning no matter what. And I remember that she pulled the name out. She looked at it, and then she closed it. And then she said that I had won. And I remember this happened in middle school, and I remember it vividly. Because she said that I won, and I didn't believe her. I'm like, she said my name. So, to this day, I believe that someone else won it, but because I was so aggressive about how much I wanted to win this thing, she gave it to me instead. Maxi, are you saying that you have imposter syndrome about this fucking beanbag? No, I'm saying that the teacher lied. I'm saying that that beanbag should have gone to someone else. It wasn't mine. I took it home. I took this huge soccer ball shaped beanbag, and I probably sat on it like 2 times. That's the day that I realized that beanbags are not comfortable. The beanbag agenda, big beanball. Don't listen to them, brother. Okay? Remember I taught you this, okay? Don't listen to big beanball. Beanbag? Chippy says, beanbags are for chilling in pain. It's so true, brother. I don't think I've ever seen a comfortable person in a beanbag. I gotta log into Overwatch. That's where I get my furniture ergonomic advice. Kendra, I swear to God, Kendra. Someone has got to stop someone needs to stop this guy. Me to Kendra, someone's gotta stop this guy. No, it should be the darkest purple first, then the lightest purple first, then the darkest blue, then the next blue, then this blue, then this periwinkle, then this blue. And then we just put the last 2 over here on the side so that, you know. Kendra says, have you forgotten the rare joy of hearing an audible bone rip over PC before winning a round? I have to be, I'm gonna be honest with you, I have the thing is, like I've been playing games for a while, so I know better than to go into voice chat. Nothing good ever comes from going into the voice chat of a multiplayer game. I actually feel plenty comfortable saying it. I don't think anything good has ever come from a voice chat. I reject this opinion. Yeah, because you're a little freak. Kendra's like, if I don't expose myself to strangers, where am I gonna find my characters? I gotta have my characters, Maxi. And I feel like it's because Kendra lives in the strange world of New York City that they're like, there's gotta be weirdos in here somewhere. Kitty. I don't think I've ever had a good time on voice chat. That is true. That is true. Kitty says Kendra is definitely trans mask. They aren't afraid of voice chats like us fams. So true.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That is so true. That actually makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. All right, fellas. I'm a fish. I'm a flounder. I've lost all faith in myself. I'm going to unlist this stream because I have so little confidence in what I've created today. I am going to... Hello? There it is. Perfect. Yeah. See, Chippy's turning me into an Naruto. Yo, Chippy, could you help me become the next Hokage? Chippy would, right? Chippy would be like, I'll teach you the secrets. Chippy, could you be my cool sensei who wears like you have like one eye covered? You already have the white hair. Oh my god. Kendra says, today I held the door for a nice old woman with her little grocery cart and she looked at me in the eyes and went, thank you, sweetheart. I won't be going to that Dollar Tree though, because it's the devil.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No. Yeah, I thought. Yeah. I was actively on the phone with my mom and I was like, haha, anyway. Incredible. Yes, you watched The Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. And then she was like, yeah, just like that nice feller, John Oliver. Oliver's a great first name too. Lots of young men going around with the name Oliver. It's really good. You should think about it. Anyways. Yeah, and then it was crazy. The lady was like, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Fellas, I'm gonna go on a quick little bio break. I'm gonna be literally back in 1 minute, so don't go anywhere. And when I come back, we will actually do something fun like dailies, okay? Be right back. Beep boop. Not, I get up to go to the bathroom, and then Kendra drops an incredible line in chat, and I'm just supposed to go pee and not think about it. So, Kendra said in chat, buy me the 99-cent store Lafufu to unlock my name list. Last time it was $10,000. And now Kendra's like, will you give me 99 cents? Brother, it's in your account. You know what? I'm going to coffee.com slash Kendra's real legal name. Oh, I can't open coffee at this time of day. Oh, that makes more sense. Okay, Kendra, I'll send you $1 later. I don't know how much it costs. Okay. We already bought you a Lafufu. It's true. But Kendra doesn't want that Lafufu. Kendra wants another Lafufu. And faster. And now. Kendra wants another Lafufu. Because you can't just have one. Just like Kendra just can't have one hobby. I'm kidding. That's a joke. By the way, welcome to Dailies, the segment of the stream where we play games we can only play today. I love Kitty. I started saying brother as a way to like. I say brother when I'm like distressed, and I like that Kitty, because Kitty and I are the same person. Kitty has stolen it. Kitty says, "Brother, we already bought you a Lafufu, but not that one, brother." Oh my god, Kendra. Anyways, welcome to Dailies, the segment of the stream where we play games we can only play today, except just today. Except nothing's different. But I'm a flounder. I'm a fish now. Welcome to Quirtle, where we do 4 Wordles at once because it's the only way I can feel anything anymore. We open with Sat, then followed by Rogue, then Blimp, because I'm done messing around. I'm done pretending that I'm gonna try different words. Okay. We have R A and P. Rap is not rap. I'm prank. Could it be prank? It is in fact prank. Bingo. You're a fish. Nice 100 line reference. That's right. That's right. PLI? Could somebody please tell me what plebe? What word could this possibly be? Plied? Plied? It was plied, Your Honor. OIED. OIED. This is the keys to the kingdom. It must be DOI. No, it can't be DOI. OD or O. Oh, it's wow. So I usually put the letter X as a placeholder. It literally is oxide though. Incredible. Kitty, I swear to God. Dink doink. Dink doink. The last one. Wow, we have 4 guesses for one more word. Will we be able to do the closest I can to a perfect? Let's see. Is it gawk? No, it can't be gawk. Because there isn't enough letters for that. It must be GA. Gaki. Gaki. I don't know. KA seems weird though. Ronnie, I have a faint feeling the word is not gacked, okay? I'm pretty sure it's not gacked. Yeah, definitely not gacked. Don't ask why. So what is this? We already guessed X. Could this possibly be like a double G? No. We need a scout, man. We need a scout real bad. Me, when I'm playing TF2 and everyone is heavies and medics. That's a joke, by the way. There's never a time when you have too many heavies and medics. It's always snipers and scouts, man. That was a joke. What could this be? Gak. Can we please play TF2? And Left 4 Dead? I'm regressing. Kendra, you know you're like allowed to just like things, right? You're allowed to like a thing that you liked when you were like younger. Is it gawky? It was gawky. All right, hey, good job, Kendra. You know, like, you're allowed to like things that, like, you're not regressing. You're just liking things. Get it! Get it! Get it! Get it! This is Danganronpers! Danganronpa! I would recognize this goddamn clock anywhere! That's Danganronpers! This second image really doesn't get you there. This would get you there. Speaking of regressing, oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. I've never liked her design. I'm sorry. I'll just say it. And she's plain. No wonder stuff happens to her right away. And look. There's this ugly ass game. How did this get 3 sequels? Anyways, that's the game. Can I do one more? I guess I'll do one more. Oh, we didn't play this one. This is not Journey. Is this Flower? It looks a little bit too good for a PS3 game, but let's just guess Flower. It's not Flower. Is it Journey? 87 score on Metacritic. Is this Monument Valley? What is this? This makes me think it's Monument Valley, but... Is it Gris? It could be Gris. It is not Gris, fellas. PS5, PS4, Xbox Series S, PC, Switch. It's not Genshin. I'll be honest with you, this is not Genshin. Oh, it's a game like Gris, 100%. 2024. It's like a valley without wind or something. Nomada Studio. It's gonna be like the fox and the girl. The fox and the girl. The fox and the girl, colon, this is an emotional journey. But then at the end you learn the wolf was bad. It's never gonna give you up, Ronnie. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna walk around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. I'm never gonna say goodbye. And we're never gonna die. Let's do one more. It's by the Grizz devs? Oh, okay. Oh my god! This is Warcraft 3! This is Warcraft 3! You think I grew up in these streets, brother? You think I wouldn't recognize? I'm popping off, I'm off my desk. You think I wouldn't recognize these little stones? Work. Off I go then. Work? You think I wouldn't recognize these piles of corpses? You think I wouldn't recognize an necropolis? Job's done. I can tell you've been getting into fighting games, Maxi, because you keep saying brother. I don't know about that read. But you know what? It's fine. Brother. I've been playing SF6 too. What is this? This is PlayStation 1. Or made to look like PlayStation 1. This looks like a character swinging a weapon. Is this... What is the name of the game where you play as a vampire? I want to go name drop on Discord. You knew because of some rocks? Of course. Yeah. What, like that's weird? Kendra, you can just talk about the stuff you're interested in. Vampire the Masquerade? No. PlayStation 1. I'm thinking it's Soul Reaver. Legacy of Kain. Maxi loves rocks confirmed. I mean, good old rock. Nothing beats that. This is a PS2 game, brother. This is a PS2 game, huh? This health bar doesn't give me a lot of information to go by. This makes me feel like it's first person. No, this is third person. Well, who are we kidding? Third person stealth game. Third person stealth game. Is this Thief? Did they put a Thief game on the PS2? Thief: The Dark Project. Oh, it's Tenchu. God damn it, it's Tenchu. I was gonna say, it kinda looked like a FromSoft game. This is a FromSoft game. It's gonna be Tenchu. Oh my god, there's so many. Tenchu: The Time of Assassins. It's Tenchu 3. There. It was The Wrath of Heaven, okay. Yeah, the hair is something. See, when I saw this shot, it made me think that it looked like King's Field. And it turns out I was right, because that's FromSoft. It says the developer is K2 LLC. I don't know about that. I can't possibly be wrong. This is something funk. This is cyberfunk something. This is something cyberfunk. Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. It's not. Oh. I thought this was Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. What is this? Very stylized. 77 score Metacritic, huh? It's a time counter, some sort of stamina bar on the bottom. It doesn't look like a skating game. That's fair. It looks like you have like counters of sorts. Could this possibly be? This is not Risk of Rain. This is not Risk of Rain. PC, PS5, Xbox. This is not on Sony. Looks better than Lethal Company. Thank you. Hack and slash RPG elements roguelike. And this is not Void Bastards. Could this be a Bastards game? Bombing Bastards? No. Because there was Void Bastards. Yeah. Let's try Bombing Bastards. It's not. 2024. Brother. Let me try one more Bastard. A Bastard's Tale? No. Bastion? No. I don't know who this is, so I'm gonna take the loss. Striking Distance Studios. I've never seen this game. This looks like something Northern Lion played on his stream once. Redacted. Then what's the name then? What's the name then? It's Redacted. What's the name then? Who's on first? Last one. This is Monster Hunter Wilds. What, do you think I was born yesterday? You think I meant... Yeah. Yeah, Maxi, you recognize that from just a bunch of rocks? Yeah. This rendering style is definitely the RE engine. It's a lot more complex than what you saw before. The point of view angle clearly isn't Resident Evil. It isn't over the shoulder. This is clearly third person. And then I saw the little hut over here, and I'm like, that looks just like Monhun Wilds. That's it. Kate says I'm showing off. The rocks spoke to me. That's right. He went crumble, crumble, crumble. Welcome to Pokedoku, where it's a Sudoku, but it's backwards, but it's Pokemon. Ghost, Fire, Dark, Hoenn, Poison, and Kalos. Kalos is one of my weaknesses. That's right. I am weak to French type. A Hoenn Ghost. Brother... Shedinja. Easy. A fire type from Hoenn. Toys? No, what is his name? What is the name of my guy? What is the name of my favorite? What is the name of my favorite guy? My favorite turtle guy. What's his name? Fire turtle from Gen 3, fellas. I mean, I guess there's also other fire types that I could like reach to. Torkoal, thank you. I love Torkoal. I love that part of his design is just he's covered in smoke. I respect that. And a dark type from Hoenn. That's Sableye, baby! Thank you, Ronnie. Ghost, Poison, brother. That's literally the entire Gengar line. Maxi, when someone asks what's Blake's relation to them, brother. God damn it. I mean, it's true. Poison Fire? Isn't Poison Fire Salazzle? Salazzle is fire poison. Yeah, because it's like, you know, she's spicy, but she's also, you know, she's giving them the razzle dazzle. And Poison Dark. Poison Dark is weird. A Poison Dark Pokemon. I'll come back to that. A Ghost from Kalos. That is Etch. That's Honedge. A Fire type from Kalos. Brother, this is easy because this is literally Fox. No, Fox. There you go. Delphox is Fire type. Kitty says, I always think Krogunk is Poison Dark, but he isn't, LOL. Nope, Krogunk is fighting poison. Cause he likes to fight. A dark type from Kalos. Let me focus my Yveltal. He's evil and he's inevitable. Death is. Now a dark poison. Now here's where I've come to die. They don't remember Skuntank. Is Skuntank dark poison? Yo, thank you. Normally I would be like, why would you spoil me? But thank you, I was not gonna get there. Drapion is also from there. Alolan Muck. I don't know why I feel like Alolan Muck has to be fairy. Overquill. Yeah, it's literally just Drapion, not Skorupi, just Drapion, Skuntank, and an Overquill. Not bad. Everyone forgets about Numel. That is so true. By the way, if you said that Slugma is a Gen 3, check yourself. Check yourself at Pokemon Academy. Alolan Muck is my friend. Yeah. Imagine Chippy's like, you know, the friend who shares all their Steam games with me is actually Alolan Muck. I was gonna be like, wow. Crazy. Small world. I always think Slugma is Gen 2. Slugma is Gen 2! Welcome to Guess the Game, where we guess the game by guessing the game. It's Game Doll. Can I guess the game? This is Indigo Prophecy, by the way. Easy peasy. That's Indigo Prophecy. I would recognize this man's shorts anywhere. He's wearing pants, but you really don't see the rest of the pants. Can I guess the game by looking at the artwork, by the way? This is Chibi Robo. What's wrong? Did you think that was gonna be hard? You think I wouldn't recognize the energy counter on the bottom right corner of the screen? There's also shaped like a battery. They will never make another game like Chibi Robo. Because game developers are cowards. Speaking of cowards, can I guess this character by just what they look like? Isn't this freaking, oh my god, what's his name? Hot boy from Zagreus from Hades. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Hades from Hades. I'm sorry. You're not wrong with Guilty Gear though. Mysterioso said Guilty Gear. You're not wrong. Especially this corner over here looks very much Guilty Gear. Also, Maxi, how could you get it wrong that it was Hades and not Zagreus? It's father and son. They have the same color scheme. Shut up. Can I guess a game by looking at the keywords, fellas? Bombs, flags, and retro. This is Bomberman. This is Bomberman 1. This is numbers, abstract, and freeware. This is Minesweeper. You thought I wouldn't recognize it? You thought you wouldn't say retro and freeware and bombs, and I wouldn't think Minesweeper for the Microsoft home computer? Fools! You're an absolute fool. You have misjudged my ability to guess video games. I believe that there's also the guess the character. We've missed quite a few. Let me do like, well, let me actually first beat the classic now that I think about it. Can I guess the game by guessing the game by guessing the game? Welcome to Guess the Game. I'm your host, I'm Kirin. My wife is here, so I will always guess near Replicant. This is a video game before 2010. It is not third person, side view, or text, which means it has to be first person. First person or bird's eye view. It's either first person or bird's eye view. It is not an RPG. I'm gonna have to guess for an RTS. Let's try Warcraft 3. Because this is 2002. So if it's not this, it's gonna have to be way before this, so we can kind of cut 10 years out of the spectrum. It is an isometric game. It is on PC and Mac. It is in fact a strategy real-time RTS game. It is not fantasy. It's a warfare game from before 2002. It's Command and Conquer. It's Command and Conquer. Let's go with the first one. It is not Command and Conquer. It's just warfare. What's another military-based RTS game? It could be Tactics. No, it's RTS for sure. What's another? Civilization? It could be It could be historical. It could be, although it could be Civilization. Let's go with Sid Meier's Civilization 1 for 300, please. It is in fact not Civ. So, between these two, it gave us yellow. And we know it's not fantasy because Near Replicant got us nothing. Which means that by process of elimination, it's a warfare-based game. I find it funny that Civilization doesn't have warfare in it. You can literally fire a nuke. But you know, who am I to argue? So between 1996 and 2001, you know, just the range of the year some of my friends were born. A warfare game that is isometric. It's a strategy game. Actually, this didn't give us green. So it's not RTS? It's a strategy. Is it one of those 4X games you like? I can't remember the titles. It's me, Japanese release of the N64. It could be No, it can't. It's not science fiction. It can't be science fiction. It's not StarCraft. I must assume that PC and Mac is throwing me off because it makes me wonder if it was available somewhere else. Because this isn't green. You know, I would assume this is just green. This is early enough where they put a lot of weirdo. The Sims, no, it's warfare. War is involved somehow. It's an isometric bird view game. Could it just be PC? It could just be PC, actually. It could just be PC. It feels to me a little weird. Is it what? The Mercenaries? Mercenaries Playground of Destruction, released in 1998? That's really 2005? No way! I don't think Sims is warfare. Give me a one-time clue. I need something. We haven't guessed EA. No, we have guessed EA. 1998. Wow, I was on the money. So 1998, that is the year that Final Fantasy VIII came out. Unsurprisingly enough. I think it is Final Fantasy VIII. Final Fantasy VIII. Street Fighter Third Strike. Open world sandbox stealth open world. Wait, it's a bird's eye view. It's a bird's eye view. Is it fucking Metal Gear? Said Metal Gear Solid? No. Sitting up. I thought it was Metal Gear. The earlier Metal Gears were in fact Bird's Eye View, by the way. Through the Ages? No, Through the Ages is a board game, my love. It's stealth. It's a stealth military game with strategy, but not real-time strategy. It's a tactics stealth game. A tactics stealth game from 1998. What is this, Shadowrun? No, it's not science fiction or fantasy. A tactics-based stealth game from 1998. Available on the Windows PC and the Mac. So I'm sitting back down. Thank you, Chippy. I'm thinking that Stronghold. No, I feel like that would count as historical. The idea that it might be no, I guess it's not on Mac. It's just PC. Okay, I was thinking like Mac PC usually means Blizzard or game developers of that ilk, but no, it's not that, and it's not. It could be a Microsoft game. Command & Conquer is so good because you get Sega and Nintendo in one go. It's not LucasArts. It's not Konami. We could guess Microsoft. I'm thinking that this is a developer that no longer exists. A military stealth-based game, but is not. We haven't gotten. Oh, wait, historical is in here. Okay, it is historical. So I'm thinking this is a game where you're either a ninja or you are a spy in World War II. You're a ninja or a spy in World War II. A tactics-based bird's eye view game from that time. There actually were quite a few games that would look like this. Boogerman. It's definitely not Boogerman. Okay, so I think the best course of action would be to just guess a developer. It couldn't be Fallout. It is not Fallout. Not a bad guess, though. Not a bad guess at all whatsoever. That's why I went really quiet. In-house engine, huh? Fallout was 1998. It's not Fallout 2, by the way. The box that you can't see on the top right is the same series. It's not that. By the way, Ronnie will be streaming literally in like 2 minutes. Please consider checking out Ronnie's stream. I know that I will be watching Ronnie's stream once I'm done streaming today. Oh, yeah, it's also not single player only. The stealth elements are kind of getting me. It's a game with stealth. It's a game with stealth. It's a game with stealth and warfare. Stealth warfare ninjas, stealth warfare historical, tactical. It's a tactical stealth game. XCOM? It could be XCOM. I mean, like it's a little bit early. Let's go with XCOM UFO Defense. No, 1994, and it's not 2K Games. I feel like it's not Black Isle Studios. Could it be Obsidian? Could it be? It couldn't possibly be Wasteland. No. It couldn't be Wasteland. No. Wasteland was gone by then. Wasteland was so gone by then. Also, yeah, XCOM, now that I realize it is in fact science fiction because it's got aliens in it. Dude, I'm either gonna go, of course, Schmoddy Vishmoddy Tactics Simulator featuring the Ninja package. Or I'm gonna go, what game is this? My last guess is not Command & Conquer. I must assume Supreme Commander was fantasy. Command? Command and Conquer? No. Wing Commander? No. Missile Command? No. Hit me with 1998. 1998. And we return mercenaries, huh? Mercs? No. Last guess, so that we can get out of here and live the rest of our lives. Ninja. We're gonna go with, you know what? All that Nobunaga's? Oh, Nobunaga's. What, there's no ambition here? What about Three Kingdoms? Wait, what about Total War? It's probably not Total War. I don't think so. Total War, Shogun. Commandos behind enemy lines. I actually knew this. Damn it. Damn it, I actually knew this. God damn it. That's what I was thinking of when I typed mercenaries. It's fine. I've never heard of this game. It's a stealth-based tactics game. Twitch.tv/Moontomes, fellas. My good friend Ronnie should be streaming today. Please go check out my friend. My good friend Ronnie is in fact already streaming. Please go check them out. They're my friend and they're lovely and I love them. Please go check them out. With that, thank you for joining me. The captions just literally broke, but you know what? It's okay. Sometimes we don't have good days. We just make it do, okay? I will be streaming tomorrow on Nomia's channel, Chrono Trigger, and then 2 days from now, more State I'm On. We'll probably actually just do like a writing work stream. I feel like I've had enough arting for a little while, but nonetheless, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Please take care, and I'll see you around. Take care. Beep boop. Bye bye.
Wonderful.